Well, hello, hello, hello. I was trying to turn off my camera, but I guess you can't turn the camera off when um you are live on the studio. So anyway, I am currently relaxing. Um we are doing some remodeling and changing up things. So Um, until then, I'm not like going to turn on lights or anything. Currently, I am in my bed, and like I said, we're remodeling some things. Everything is not fully set up because we will be doing my lives from my room. And in order for me to be comfortable in the place that I sleep to do videos, I got to make sure the space is set up correctly. So, like I said, light fixtures, all the good stuff have to be done. And of course, I'm having helped to set all the stuff up because I'm just so busy. And I say that a lot because I am. And I'm so grateful for you guys and my people in person, for keeping me so busy. And anyway, so of course, I'm stopping by here with some stuff. It's been a few days, and I just want to give a shout out to my people. Come on here, King of Shiva. How you doing? And like I said, next week everything will be totally good. I promise you guys. I just been so busy. When I'm not at home, ain't nobody gonna be in my house. No tea, no shade. I have surveillance all throughout my house, outside as well. I'm very paranoid about people being in my home. And we'll kind of go over that a little bit too, because I was asked different questions about different things. But yes, I'm very, very picky about that. And I had an experience actually within the past year with someone that I let into my home. And anyway, so like I said, they're only going to do things while I'm here, move things around, set things up. And like I said, I'm just excited. So next week for sure, we'll be live on cam and you guys can see the new setup and all that good stuff. And I can give you guys an update on some good TV. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna calm myself down. So of course, I want to give a shout out to my people, my supporters. How y'all doing? My comments, my commenters, my moderators. I don't know if I specifically give a shout out to my mods, particularly those who are always in here. You know who you are. King of Shiva, come on in here. Yes, honey, I gotta start offering something to my mods. Those who are mods, and I'm gonna have to start doing a little raffle for you guys, monthly or weekly and stuff, because y'all do y'all tea. And like I said, we got so much stuff we're gonna be doing with this channel in 2020 and beyond. And that's what I've been focusing on, getting my mind, body, and spirit correct. And as you guys can see, I have it titled At War with My Body and Spirit, because there's a lot of wars going on. There's first of all, spiritual warfare taking place always, and it will always be. But there's definitely war going on between the minds collectively, the bodies collectively, and the spirits collectively. And this is why I'm very conscious of who I deal with on a personal level. And a lot of people call me antisocial. They used to call me stuck up. Oh, you think you're better than me. But I value my energy enough, like my mind enough, my spirit enough, because I've come a long way. And I always say this, like my family is about that life. They're about beating people. They're about that life. We're just gonna keep it there. I got to get into describing things. And they got no problem serving time. So I don't want that for my life. I didn't want that for my life. So I had to get out of that mindset. And like I said, I worked very hard to get where I'm at mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and all that good stuff. So like I said, I'm very picky about who I have in my space. But there's a lot of people that are at war with their mind, their body, and their spirit. And it's showing up and it's manifesting. And here we go in 2020, as we've been talking about since the year 2016, but 2017 we came out publicly and talked about it. You have your president who's about to exit out of office, pulling up something in one of the oldest part of the world. Okay. I don't think people understand. I've been seeing Facebook postings about people making fun of what is going on. And it's cute to be fun and, oh my God, jovial and jovial. Oh my God, that's so cool. Oh my God, awesome. But what they're not understanding is there is a shift that's taking place on this planet. And you're seeing it in every areas, in every branch of society. You're seeing it in the celebrity world, you're seeing it in the pop culture world, you're seeing it in the spiritual world or the spiritual community, you're seeing it in the conscious community, you're seeing it in those who are mundane, you're seeing it in every aspect. And what is taking place in the beginning of the year, whether it manifests into something bigger than what it is currently, but it's definitely manifested something big in the spiritual because they've been dealing with this for 30 plus years. To my understanding, it didn't start in the 2000s. You know, they said it did, but it didn't. It started way back. Desert Storm and all that good stuff. It started way back. Okay. And even before that. But, you know, as we talk about, and I'm going to speak in codes a little bit, Olympus, they talked about Olympus having her day and coming to a great dawn, and what is taking place spiritually is definitely showing up physically, and people are seeing it. And I say this with all sincerity. I say this with love. I say this with the greatest intention at this point in life in 2020, from January 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2020, you're going to be faced with challenges. You're going to be faced with decisions, options to better your mind, your body, and your spirit. Last year, you also had the opportunities. The year before that, you had the opportunities. The year before that, you had the opportunities. The decades before that, you had the opportunities. The generation before that, you had opportunities. At this point, because everything is reaching an apex, you have the opportunity to lay all your stupidity, all of your ignorance, whether it's homophobia, transphobia, racism, sexism, because it's all equal. And people don't realize that it's all freaking equal. You have the opportunity to let that stuff go right now. Lay it all on the line. Let it resolve itself. Let it dissolve itself and walk away and become the spirit that you know that you are. Because I think a lot of people are in denial. We talk about self hate, we talk about hypocritical people. But I think true self hate comes into you knowing your spiritual destiny and you not wanting to do shit about it. You have an opportunity to be fed knowledge, to be fed love, but you choose to take sour saps. You choose to take ignorance and stupidity and to bathe in it. And when someone call you out on it, it hits a nerve. And like I said, that's a spirit. Because of course, spirits is what take over. That's what the real, oh my God. Tongue twisters here, W's and R's, trying to come on in here. That's where the real war is that. Okay, that's where the real shit is taking place at. And of course, we talk about it in the heart. When you go into chakras, you talk about there's an imbalance in the heart because, of course, as we talked about lightly the other day, the chakras are masculine and feminine, and the heart chakra is the only chakra that's balanced both masculine and feminine energy. It's the only chakra that has to have a balance of masculine and feminine energy. When that balance is thrown off, which means that there's more feminine in it than it is masculine, then the higher areas become clouded. The higher areas become indecisive and it moves the wrong way. When the heart chakra balances more masculine energy, then the lower areas become clouded and it becomes imbalanced and it makes the wrong decisions. So like I said, at this point, before we go into the fourth dimension or before we go into the fourth area, the heart chakra area, you have to be faced with indifferences. You have to be faced. You have to be shown your stupidity. You have to be shown your racism. You have to be shown your sexism. And that's to say before, I'm not upset that Donald Trump is in office because, bitch, it's all according to the Most High. All will be done on earth as it is in heaven, honey. All things that manifest into this reality on this plane has already been set forth, and it is part of the will of the highest God that will ever reign. There's no God, there's no spirit, there's no entity greater than the universal God. So you could be upset about what he's doing and what he's in, but like I said, this is bringing all the truth to reality. Donald Trump brought racism out. He brought sexism out. He brought homophobia out. He brought transphobia out. And a lot of y'all don't like it. You know why? Because that's an aspect of yourself that you don't like. You don't like the fact, or you don't understand the fact that you dislike people because of the color of their skin or their body type, or the fact that they love dick every now and then, or they like pussy when they want it. And that just irritates you. And that's why I always say, I think America or the world, America in particular, because that's where I'm at currently. I think that we're nosy. We want to make everybody's business our business. That's why we love celebrity gossip. We want to worry about what Beyonce got going on with her daughter's hair and who's getting laid with who and who's a thought and who's studying it out and who likes to sell their pussy for money. And it's like, girl, well, you gave it up for free. So you just hoeing a different way. And that's all I always say, honey, you just hoeing a different way. If I decided to take off my top for some change or shake a tail feather for some change, it's no different from y'all out here who are having children with men who don't love you. It's no different, baby. We just hoeing different. Come on in here. We're just abusing and we're using our temple in totally different ways. And you don't understand that because you're a follower, you're a sheep. You're not an independent, bossy ass bitch that you say you are. But even going into this, I was watching something on YouTube, a commentary. I saw something that I was kind of like over it, but I said, let me just look at it. So I saw a YouTuber. We're going to call her TT. TT was commenting on Dwayne Wade, if that's his name, and Gabrielle Union's situation. They have a child, because people want to get in, be disrespectful. They have a child who chooses to identify at this time or is identifying at this time, whether it's a choice of face, it doesn't matter. It's none of your damn business because they're y'all out here worrying about other people's children when you don't even know who the father of your child is. You don't even know what the hell your child is doing while you sitting on and off of YouTube, but you're worrying about what they got going on. See that? See right there? Okay. But going into that, this commentator and see, you got to look at the company that they keep. See, that's right there. That's the key word. The company that they keep speaks values about you because you don't got to tell me anything about who you are. Let me meet your friends. Let me meet your associates, who you deal with on a day-to-day basis. And I will read you. I will know everything about you. Everything you didn't tell me, I can tell you about yourself. Everything. Okay. So going into that, it's not shocking that this individual has a person who has a spirit. They're wrestling with spirit. They're wrestling with their lower spirits. They're not too sure if they are a male or a female. They identify as a male, excuse me, but they like to put on woman's clothing and play in makeup and wigs and shit. And I can tell you guys before, if from an artistic point of view, there's no issues with that. From an artistic point of view. But if you're out here day to day, every day, going grocery shopping like that, hi, my name is Marcus, but I love putting on nails and makeup and lashes, you are opening up room for hate. I don't care nobody say. You can unfollow, you can cuss me out for that, but like I said, I'm not too cool with that. If you are trans, then that's what you are. There's no half stepping anything. Okay, there's no maybe sometimes only when I want it. No. So going into that, this is the type of company that this person keep. So when this person started spewing ignorance and was like, their son is struggling with his sexuality. First of all, bitch, being a transgender have nothing to do with sexuality because there's straight, there's so-called straight trans out there, there's bi trans out there, and there's gay trans out there. Straight trans are trans women that only like penis. Come on in here. Okay. Bi trans are the ones that like penis and vagina, and gay trans are the ones that are lesbians. Come on in here. Okay. Come on in here. So it's a whole nother, a whole series of tea that you're understanding. But like I said, going into the friend that she keep, that old groupie over there that used to take pictures with celebrities back in the day. We ain't gonna say no names because see, I'm not a fan of that motherfucker right there. You see, oh girl, let me calm myself down. You see that old Raggly Ann doll looking thing right there? That thing right there used to be groupies, used to be all up in the back of the concerts and shit, taking pictures with these celebrities, gave off the illusion that they were having affairs with these celebrities. And then when media takeouts were taking out or media outlets were exposing these pictures and stuff, the person was like, I don't know where they got this story at. Boo boo. You wanted that out. You wanted the story like that, girl. And that's why I don't mess with queens like you, because you messy as hell. And you're exactly why we had so many transgenders taken out last year. You're exactly why we had so many transgenders taken out 10 or 20 years ago. Bitch, people like you feed into that shit. And until you understand the flaws or the errors in your way, everything you do is gonna sour out. And of course, publicly they have y'all thinking that their shit is working out, but behind the scenes, bitch, they're struggling. Their debt is messed up. Their life is messed up. Can't get or keep a man. Family and friends can't be around them. They're screwed up. They're all messed up. Okay. But either way, so I'm just like, girl, speaking of that, like you being a Black female, and I'm just going to talk about this slightly because this is not the main focus of this. I'm just talking about a lot of stuff because I've not been on here in a couple of days. But you being, and I want y'all to think about this from this perspective. Okay, you have, for those of you out there who are still in that mindset, okay, the white man don't want me to do good. The white man don't want better for me. Okay. Okay, okay, sis. Okay, bro, we're not gonna take that from you. That's your experience. We cannot give from that. But going into this, so how can the white man um have more respect for you? How can he treat you like his equal? What can he do to basically throw in the olive branch? And of course you're going to say, well, he can first of all apologize for all the disrespect that he's done to our people. He can second of all educate himself on our culture or on who we are. Okay, now you could flip that and put that into the LGBT as well, because the LGBT, that's a culture as well, but you want to get rid of that. And as I say over and over again, the mindsets of that commentator TT, of how she kept disrespecting that child and kept saying he and he's gay and this and that, when his parents called that child a her. Bitch, that child didn't come out of your vagina. That child didn't come out of your nutsack. But for you to fix your mouth and say that, you're spewing that exact same hate and ignorance that the so-called white man has had for you for all these years. And that's what you're not seeing. This is why the Most High has not deemed you a queen or a king. This is why the Most High is allowing the stuff that takes place on this land to continue to happen, because your stupidity is spewing in a fucking cycle. Ignorance cannot be beat out with ignorance. You cannot expect ignorant white folks or ignorant people that have a hate for you because they're ignorant about your culture or your status to have respect or to have a change of heart for you when you have the exact same ignorance and hate for a whole nother group. It will not work. And I will continue to burn candles. I will continue to pray to my ancestors. I will continue to do whatever I need to do to make it come to the light, that you will see that your stupidity all across the board, racism, whether it's black against white against Hispanic, it doesn't matter. Racism, sexism, homophobic, it will bleed across all lines until you all wake up to it. Until you all wake up to it. There's not going to be no justice and no peace for nobody until you all wake up to the stupidity and the shit that you're feeding into. And like I said, a lot of people don't like to hear that, but a lot of people don't like to hear the fucking truth. And that's why I said I stay over here in my lane. I do my thing. I don't bother nobody. And if you want me to bother you, honey, pay me to bother your business. Cause bitch, I like I'm over here worrying about what I got going on, what I'm doing. I'm not worried about no near rabbit or near damn rooster. But I just want you to understand that this is exactly why you have these people being so stupid and so ignorant to groups, because you're being stupid and ignorant to a group. And as me and my sister was talking about today, because I get a lot of clients that are LGBT and or allies, and they'll come to me and say, Mystic, I'm a, white person, and I'm interested in the African, dysphoria and religion. And I had groups kick me out because they said that I'm going to steal their knowledge. Okay. Or I've had gay people, LGBT, gay males, gay females, trans women, and trans men come to me and say, yeah, I went to the spiritualists to get work done. And they said, I'm sorry, I cannot help you because you're wrestling with some spirits. And then, of course, you have videos out there of these exact same spiritualists out here talking about don't do work with gay people because they have spirits on them and you don't want those spirits. And I'm like, this is the exact same rhetoric that your ancestors, excuse me, not for everybody, but this is the exact same rhetoric that these conquerors and invaders and colonists said to the Native Americans and Aboriginals of South, North, and Central America when they came into the land. Because just in case you don't know your history, as I always say, you need to learn your history. Back in the day, okay, they were going to effeminate men and masculine women to get their spiritual guidance. For those of you who choose not to understand your culture, for those who are not interested, you're in America. Okay, your culture did not start 300, 400 years ago. Okay, it's been established, it's been rewritten. Okay, it's been revised, but it's always been there. You had people that respected the two-spirited person, okay, because they did not want to get the same perspective Okay. And this is what I want you to understand. And if you need me to educate you on history with resources, I sure can. I can cite resources and give you some tea. Okay. They did not want to go to a male or a female who can have children, first of all, who can gossip, first of all, because you know you're doing it now. You know, you're a woman, you have a vagina, you have children, you're worried about the next woman's vagina. You're a man, okay, with balls and whatever, and you worried about the next man's balls and what he doing and what he's sticking it in. And so our ancestors said, I don't want the perspective from people like me. Let me go to someone who's a little bit different, because they viewed people of LGBT of a higher understanding, because they said, well, you're not like us. You know, you don't know the trials and tribulations of what I go through. So you will have a more clear mind, a clarity on the situation, because you're not going to give me, okay, you're not going to give me what you would do if you were in my situation. You're going to give me a different perspective. So they sought after the two-spirited person for all types of signs, morticians. Okay, this is where y'all need to wake up and understand. When that old pit bull faced bitch sat on over there on that channel and she put that blonde wig on and was trying to imitate me, talking about she comes from a past of being a mortician, bitch, that science came from the LGBT community. That science came from a nigga who put on a motherfucking wig. If you want to disrespect, that's where that came from. Going into being a teacher and a counselor and a psychologist, that came from those people. And that's what you're not understanding. I don't know what type of history you've learned. I don't know where you got your schooling from. But obviously, bitch, somebody didn't give you all the truth or nothing, but the truth still helped them God. So they came to the two-spirited persons. It was a two-spirited person's job to stay with the deceased loved ones for those days. It was called the wake. That was the job of the two-spirit, because the heterosexual, cisgender identifying people had families to worry about. You had children to raise. You had a husband and a wife to take care of. Okay, the two-spirited person didn't have that. So they were there to assist. And even today in many cultures, including the Philippine culture, they will change their youngest son or youngest daughter into a two-spirited person so they can take care of the parents until they go, because a two-spirited person can have no children. They can go through adoption and stuff, but that's not traditional. So what I want you to understand is, for these spiritualists out here who just had a new train of thought and who had a revised education on African culture, not knowing that transgenders were in Africa long before your great-great-grandmother was even thought of, long before you even knew you came from Africa, if that's really where you came from. Okay, they've always existed. Well, like I said, they were major parts. They were the protectors. They were the guards, honey. They didn't have heterosexual men who can get turned on by a vagina over there protecting the harem and shit. They had two-spirited people and gay people doing that. Okay, so once again, for these spiritualists out here that are saying, "Oh, don't do with these gay people," you're speaking the rhetoric that the invaders taught our culture. You're speaking the same rhetoric that when the colonists came over to South America, Central America, North America, and they saw effeminate man with ash on their face and a skirt on, and they saw a woman with breastplates on as if they were men, and they said that's an abomination of the Most High. You're speaking that exact same rhetoric. They're not of God. They're confused. Their minds are tainted. And that's what you're speaking of. So for you to sit there and to say that you are a voodooist, you voodoo, I'm African culture, white people are weak DNA, girl, you're confused. You're confused. And it shows that in your life. That's why you have 5 children by 5 different baby daddies and none of them wedded you. And that's no tea, that's no shade. Because clarity is not only in the head above, it's in the head below. Okay. So I'm just saying. Okay. So maybe you would have sought after help, sister, by a transgender or gay male spiritualist or lesbian spiritualist. Maybe you would have sought it from different perspective. And maybe on the third baby father, you would have wedded him. But no, what you did was you went to a another female spiritualist who probably had 5 children too, and said, "Girl, you stay with that man. You have more kids, and he won't go nowhere." And now you looking like a damn fool, and you want to sit on your damn YouTube channel and go sit here and tell these people don't fuck with those people because they have spirits on them. Because that's what my mama taught me. Well, what did your mama? How far did your mama get not dealing with the LGBT? How far did your mama get? As we talked about, the sister that was talking about don't deal with these Latin houses. Now I see if you were talking about maybe Spain or something, or Italy, because even then their roots are African too. But if you were talking about Spain or Italy, as far as Latin houses, I would give you some type of credit for that, sis, because they're very much into that tea over there. I said, oh my God, she's so right. But when she brought up the Caribbean type of houses and the South American houses, I'm like, sister, they're more African than you will ever be. And that's what I think African Americans don't understand. Okay, the Latin American countries that are in the Caribbean and in South America and stuff, they're more African than you African Americans are. And we're talking about lineage wise, we're talking about culture wise, we're talking about linguistically speaking, as we talked about before, because I could talk about my people, honey. Okay, I'm part Puerto Rican, okay? When it goes into the tongue of Spanish spoken, the dialect Spanish spoken in Puerto Rico and Cuba, but we're going to speak about Puerto Rico, they have African tongue there, okay? That Spanish is mixed up with a whole bunch of tea, but the tongue is rooted in Africa. Even going into the ingredients that is used in a lot of the food there, it comes from Africa. Okay. So for her to also sit up on that channel, she knows she are too, because she always watching this channel. Girl, I'm getting calling cards from every day. For her to say that, girl, Zelia Banks need to get right and get with an African house. Girl, when she went into those Dominican house and she went over there and did the shit, girl, she was closer to motherland than she would ever be dealing with any of you African American spiritualists. And that is not no cut in. She was closer to Mother Africa, dealing with those Cubans and those Dominicans than she will ever get dealing with you African Americans, supposedly. So I just want you to understand that. But like I said, we're gonna get off that because I'm starting to get a little hot right now talking about that bullshit, educating some motherfuckers on some shit, and talk about that she was scratched and she was in Santeria and shit. She can't even say Santeria correct. Girl, is it Santeria or is it Santeria, girl? And then when you were doing your prayers and stuff, what language were you speaking in, sis? Because I doubt you were speaking in English. So what your priest or your padrino was speaking Spanish and you were like, what is he saying, sis? And then you had some girl saying, I don't know, but I'm just loving it. Like, bitch, you a motherfucking lie. Like the rest of these bitches are liars. Honey, I got scratched. I'm ordained. Girl, bye. Girl, if you're ordained, bitch, then Donald Trump is really my uncle. My real last name is Trump, bitch, if that's the case. But anyway, so like I said, just a lot of this bullshit is coming to the forefront in 2020. And it's interesting to see. It's interesting to see how a lot of things are going to fall out and a lot of things are gonna come up. And we're going to speak about this for sure. Okay, there's some changes that are going to be taking place, y'all, and I'm excited about because we've been preparing for this for the whole 2019. Come on in here, the whole 2019. I kept my body nice and sacred. I kept it blessed, honey. I dealt with some good tea. But anyway, I've also went through a healing process. As we talk about, going through losses and not just say, physical loss, which was, my sister passing away, but just a whole bunch of stuff shifted. And of course, your mind is altered and affected by that. So I had to give myself time to get things right and to do my thing and to find myself again. Because of course, in that process, like I said, I had to help out people that I loved and I cared about because their mind is not there. And of course, we all need support. So why not? I could be the strong person because I know the experience from a different perspective. And that's what I was. So in the process, I was helping people heal as well as I was healing. And like I said, I needed my space. I needed to back off and do my thing, honey. Okay, come on in here, King Kashiba. Let me scroll up and see who's up in there before I go, honey. Come on in here. Ow. Okay, come on in here. Yes, honey. Come on in here. Come on in here. Yes, honey. Mm-hmm. Yes, honey. All films are evil. Oh, No, that's not all films. Oh my God, I'm so far away from this TV, Jay. Jay, let me. I'm so far away from this TV. I can't even see, honey. Oh God. All. Oh shit. Come on in here. Let me get up. Let me get up. Hold on. Look, I want it to be comfortable over here and sit down. Hold on. Let me get up and get up over here. Let me take off my. Okay. Okay, honey. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, let's get up in here. Okay, get away. Come on, Cornelia. Yes. So, so, all ISMS are evil. Come on in here, TC. Like I said, we have a lot that we're going to be doing this year, y'all, and I'm so excited about it. We're elevating our mind, body, and spirit, and that's the most important thing. You know, a lot of people are getting older, but they're declining. A lot of people are getting older and they're decreasing, and of course, we're talking about on a personal level. And as we talk about to these, haters who's been doing all these so-called death spells and financial ruin spells, I wonder, has it reversed back and hit their ass yet? I'm not too sure, and I really don't give a fuck about it. Come on in here, Rico. Come on in here, Cornelia. Yes, honey. United Statesmen don't have African magic. I know that's right. Come on, Grand Madam. Yes, honey. Love and light. Black Americans have to just realize I'm actually United States folk magic. That's exactly what it is. Come on in here, plant, queen of plants. And not even that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think a lot of people, they speak about culture appropriating. That's why when I see spiritual people saying stuff about, oh, it's culture appropriating when you see Kim Kardashian with braids in her hair. And I'm just like, I don't think you understand what that means exactly, because a lot of things you do is culturally appropriating as well. Going into the roots of Wicca. The roots of Wicca has nothing to do with Africa. It has nothing to do with Aboriginals in any way, shape, or form. Okay, so you to be a person of color who's going to be African power, Black pride and shit, but using Wiccan terminology and to the T, y'all. Like, you are culturally appropriating. Okay. You are culturally doing shit that's not a part of you. And this is why you got the spirits on you that's confused. That's why your shit is fucked up. Going into magic, but start with your mind first. Your mind is fucked up. Your spirit get fucked up. Your physical get fucked up. And that's why I always tell people a physical representation of how your spirit is doing is a physical representation. So when you see how the body is, first starting with your skin, because your skin is the number one living, it's the largest living organism or organ on you is your motherfucking skin. That's the first way of saying how somebody's spirit is doing or how they're doing on a cellular level. Okay. Going, as I said, in 1997, because a lot of people say, well, maybe she got a health condition that make her skin be the way it is. Okay. That could be true, but all this is theory, because going into 1997 and going into December of 2014, which they reiterated the statement where they said that your mind and your environment, your thoughts can change your DNA, which means if there's a hereditary addiction to a substance like alcohol, because alcohol doesn't work, it runs in my family. Come on in here. Oh, it runs in my family, honey. It runs in my family. Bitch, they put liquor in everything. Okay, come on in here. Hello? And of course, we know what that was. That goes to generational curses and things that they could not resolve spiritually and mentally. They went to that shit to try to get over it. So I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Like I said, it's something that I wrestle with because I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I'm proud of that. When I tell that about my life, people think that, oh, bitch, you think you're all that because you don't drink, you don't smoke. No, bitch, I feel good about that, because I know how easy it is for me to get into that, because that's in my lineage. I know how easy it is for me to become addicted to those things. And because my mind and my environment, my thoughts and my environment has shifted my DNA to where I don't crave those things, bitch, like I said, I love that. But going into that, your mind, your thoughts, your environment shifts your DNA. It can change your DNA. So, regardless of what you got going on, what you're going through, it's all about that mind, and it's about who, what, when, and why you surround yourself. And that's why I tell people, stop entertaining motherfuckers who do not like you. Some people be like, it's cute. I'm gonna look at a TV show that don't really care about me because it's fun. And then you wonder why your life is falling apart. And that's no cut in. That's no tea and no shade in any way. Any way. That is just raw, unfiltered facts. Okay. You have to deal with things that are on the same frequency of yourself. You have four laws. Oh shit! Come on in here now. Let me grab my phone. Now we getting in. Now we getting into some tea right now. Cause y'all want to know. We gonna give y'all some tea tonight. Y'all want to know. Okay, y'all want to know, honey. Let's get into this tea, honey. There are four laws. There are four universal laws that deals with how everything will play out right in front of you. Okay. You have the law of attraction. You have the law of continuity. Continuity. You have the law. I'm telling you, I'll be having tongue twisters and tongue ties. You have the law of karma, and you also have the law of vibration. And it might even be the laws of vibration and frequency, because there's two different laws, but they could be interchangeably. Okay. So the law of continuity goes into saying, okay, come on in here. Come on here, honey. Hold on. Whatever succeeds for the finite also succeeds for the infinite. Okay, so what that law is saying, that energy does not die, but it transforms. Okay, so everything that you did 10 years ago, because you stopped doing it, don't mean the energy died. It just shifted into something else. And that also feeds into the law of karma. The universal law of karma says that what you do has to come back to you, because it creates a ripple effect. All your actions creates consequences. And we know that. That's why I said before, you can't have one without the other. You cannot say you are a spiritual person or you are a witch and you manifest and you don't understand the universal law of karma. Okay. Going into the universal law of vibration. Okay. The universal law of vibration states that anything that exists in our universe, whether it's seen or unseen, broken down into and analyzed in its purest most basic form, consists of a pure energy or light, which resonates and exists at a vibratory frequency or pattern, which means that whatever it is out there that you're trying to get, and I want you to understand this right now, whether it's a man with money, a man who's broke, because see, a lot of people, they don't want to hear this. And this I always tell my clients who come to me for work. Your mindset is what got you in the situation you're in right now. And you creating sympathy or pity for yourself will keep you stuck in that pattern or that vibration. If you're trying to manifest a man who is successful, happy, healthy, and that can keep you there, you have to also be there. And that's what I always tell people too. I do the energy work. If you're not doing the footwork physically, like investing in a psychologist, actually preparing yourself, what is it you're asking for, the energy work is not going to work. It's not going to work because the energy is there, but you're not meeting it. And once again, that's why I offer classes, offer goddess intervention, offer the 9 forbidden fruits, because this helps you to recognize that energy and to meet what you're asking for. All things are possible under the sun. I'm telling y'all right now, back in the day, okay, and this is my story, okay? This is my story, okay? And this is hope for you people out there who are also in my same position, those of you out there who are of a trans experience, okay? Society will have you thinking that no one loves you, no one accepts you, okay? And I think these are the younger people that feel this way. But I want you to understand the history. I want you to look up the history of trans people in the world. In the 1920s, you had a Parisian princess who was transgendered. Okay. In America, you have 2 transgenders that I can think of right now. One name was Tracy, and the other name was, I think her last name was Holmes. These are 2 trans women who married successful heterosexual men who were accepting of them being trans. Now, of course, the time frame did not allow them to be open about it because I think one of them was married back in the 1960s, and they had to keep it stealth. And it ended up getting out. This person, the husband, lost their job and all the good stuff. Like, if you look into it, you could find all the information. It's all public record. But either way, all things are possible. So of course I met trans people that said, girl, love doesn't exist. Girl, you're trans. People are only going to look at you as a sexual fetish or freak of nature. But I'm telling y'all this from my experience. Before I had my surgeries done, before there was anything, I was just fresh in transition. I had 2 successful relationships that led to an engagement. Now, of course, you could say, well, was it really that successful? Because one of them was trying to change you into something that you were not. They wanted you to become post-op. They wanted you to alter your body and to be 100% stealth about who you are. And then the other one said, I'm willing to accept you for who you are, but you have to keep that behind closed doors. Okay? So it wasn't successful in the sense of everything is nitty gritty, ooh, ooh, ooh. But I was okay with it though, because it was still an unconditional thing. Okay. But that opened my eyes to say that all things are possible because of the experiences that I had. And even going into people I know that are trans and said, girl, it's not possible. You know, it's not possible for me to find love. I just think they had horrible experiences. And as I said before, wherever you are at in your life is what you will attract. If you are a broken, insecure trans person who are not too sure about what it is that they like and what they identify as, you're going to attract men and women who are in that same state of consciousness. And that's where you have these trans women that get put up in situations that they shouldn't have not been in. They could have actually prevented, but they did not because of their state of mind. So once again, I want to reiterate, the law of vibrations supersedes the law of attraction. And the law of vibration says that everything exists on an energy level, and it's nothing but pure energy. Everything that you have access to, everything that you will ever be, everything that you ever see, everything you will ever touch, feel, and taste, it has energy to it. And things that you cannot touch, see, and taste at this point. You want a job, you want a house. I want to be successful. I want to be a successful fashion designer, fashion merchandiser, whatever it is, it's already there waiting. You have to meet it. And once again, going into the work I do, I tell people the work has already been done. I cannot force a dead horse to drink water. I can show you the way. I can open up the way and say, listen, this is the opportunity. Let me get you there. Let me help you to get there. But you as the individual have to take full responsibility and accountability and saying, I'm going to actually do the work, Mystic. I'm telling you right now, a lot of people are set up into feeling and believing that burning candles, getting these shit done. Oh, girl, it's going to work for sure. No, it's not. Because your heart and your mind is at war with each other. Your heart and your mind is at war with each other. Your spirit and your heart is at war with each other. There's no way that you're going to get this man of your dreams, no matter how much love work you've done. There's no way you're going to get this job that you want so bad because it pays good, because you don't know. You don't know. You just want to go there to get some quick money, but your heart ain't really going to be in it. And that's what people are not understanding. The universe is so great. The universe is so magnificent. The universe has so many opportunities, so many possibilities. Okay, but you have to know which door to go into. And I'm just going to leave that with you right there. I'm going to leave that with you right there, okay? Totally up what you do and how you do it. That's it. Oh, and you have the law of synchronicity. Come on in here, Rico. The law of synchronicity says what you're working on, the universe will always align you up with it. So when you start seeing things that are synchronicity, like for real, when you start, like people say, Mystic, how do I know the work that I'm working on is manifesting? Okay, so speak it into the universe and watch universe show you some signs. Oh shit, it's so weird, Mystic, because I was thinking about this and all of a sudden you're talking about it. Bam, that's the first lock. It's like a padlock. You gotta, turn the padlock one way, the next way, 1, 2, 9. You gotta go right one way, left 2 way, make 2 left turns. Y'all remember that little padlock, y'all? The combination lock, fucking padlock bullshit. You have to go around one complete way, go around 2 way. That's what is taking place. The law of synchronicity. Oh shit, motherfucker. The law of synchronicity. Woo! See, y'all missing all these opportunities. Y'all getting misled by these dead horses, and these dead horses think that they lead y'all somewhere. And it's exactly why. That's why when Mama said she been here for 20 years. Well, where have you taken yo? Where have you taken your followers? I'm just a little curious, because girl, they shouldn't be over here being petty and shit. No tea, no shade. The law of synchronicity says when you set your intention to manifest something into your reality using the law of attraction, and a lot of different events occur in your favor, which are moving you towards your desire. So when you put your intentions on, I want a new car, all of a sudden you start doing work on that new car. The universe will start showing you the car that you want. You would say, damn, I never seen these many cars. Oh my God. That is one sign that what you're working on, what you have your intention on, it's on its way to you. And you have to stay focused and motherfucking undistracted. Okay, did I say that correctly? I don't give a fuck, bitch. I make up my own languages, bitch. Who give a fuck? Okay, it is what it is, bitch. English is a fucked up language any motherfucker way. Who cares? Okay, there you go. Who you doing? Mystic is so crazy because I watched this Amanda Lepore interview, and she said some of her friends have married for 40 years and still aren't out to their husband, like the shit catches up to you. Yes, Amanda Lepore, yes, I'm not a fan of Amanda Lepore, but I definitely see where you going with that plant care. Amanda Lepore, she's, we have, that's an elder in the trans community. We have to definitely show our respects to that, because that is an elderly person. She's an elderly of our community. Okay, these other people like flamer on shit, maybe they elderly to cross dressers and drag queens, I don't know, female impersonators. But for the trans, for those who actually live and feel as women 24/7, ain't no taking it off part-time. When you want to go to work, you take off your wig and take off your makeup, now you back to being Thomas. And then when you ready to come out and play, you put everything on, and now you're back to being Maria. Like, for those who are really there in it 100%, that is a motherfucking elder right there. Respects to Madam Board. She done been through the fire. She done been through it all. She experienced it all, honey. That is one wealthy ass queen too. If you ask me about it, honey. That is one thought dropping, bottling, spreading ass, doing all what she can to get what she needs to get to. Queen, honey. Okay. Law of attraction, vibration supersedes the law of. That's right. Come on here. The law of vibration supersedes the law of attraction. Come on in here. And of course, all of them, the law of synchronicity, the law of continuity, the law of vibrations, and the law of karma feeds into the law of attraction. Those are the 4 keys that you need to attract. And I'm telling y'all right now, that's where it starts, in your heart. This I'm a fan in healing. Heal. People don't know this, but I'm a certified Reiki master. I have my certification Reiki 1, Reiki 2, and I'm a master Reiki. Okay. And if you don't know what that is, you can look that up. You can Google that. You can understand exactly what that deals with. Okay. So going into that, okay, healing, seeing healing, shifting people's pain within their body, within their atmosphere. That's what I've been trained to. That's what I know how to do. And like I said before, if you are not healed yourself, if you don't know how to heal yourself, because in Reiki, when you learn about Reiki, you learn how to heal yourself first. Okay? You learn how to heal yourself first, baby. You hear me? You learn how to heal yourself first before you help to heal other people. But in that process, you learn how to recognize other injured, broken individuals. And that's why people, they can't take it. They get so upset, they get so bitter when you say, girl, you need to help yourself before you can help other people. That's it. We're gonna keep it at that. That's it, honey. So Mystic, is this the law? The law of synchronicity, law of vibrations, karma, the law of attraction. No, the law. You're shortening it up. Okay, because the law of attraction or the law of vibration, the law of karma is 2 different laws. The law of karma is saying you will always reap what you sow. And I say this, when the spiritualists say they don't believe in karma because karma's real, then Hitler would have got what he got and the Rockefellers will have what they have. Well, first of all, this plane is not your home. So if these little boys want to play on this plane and do what it is they need to do, so be it. The law of the universe goes beyond your physical body. And that's what you're not understanding. So people say, I don't believe in karma. You don't understand the law of karma. That's why. Because it surpasses your physical body. The law of karma is why you're here. Because if you were so perfect and you were so brilliant, you were so successful, and you were so loving 100%, you want to reincarnate into this hellhole that we call Earth. You wouldn't be witnessing right now babies being aborted. You wouldn't be witnessing people being put in situations where they can't take care of their children. You wouldn't be a part of that. You'll be in a whole nother realm, a whole nother form of existence. And that's what you're not understanding. So if the law of karma did not exist, then you wouldn't be here. Also, going into the flip side, if the law of karma does not exist, then baby, you're telling us that you're not a real witch. You're telling us you're not a real witch because karma is you reap what you sow. So you're doing all this counter work, which is sowing the seed, and you're expecting your work to come into play, which is reaping what you have sown. But you're going to sit up on your motherfucking YouTube and on your blog spot and on your website. I don't believe in karma because karma is real. What happened to these white folks is doing all this charm. Bitch, you don't know shit about shit. My belief is the universal law or universal God allow all this to happen. Because in the process, you have to wake up, you have to see your own reality. In the process of white folks hating black folks have to see the exact same hate that they spew out to the communities of the gay world. And a lot of black folks have the exact same hate for white folks have for them. So it's a never-ending cycle. And once again, going into the law of synchronicity is intention is everything. Your intention may not be for the white man, but you still have hate. And that is an energy. That is a spirit. And that spirit will manifest however the fuck it needs to manifest for you to learn your lesson. So you may say, I hate collard greens. That's why the Bible says, do not hate anything. Hate is such a strong word. It is a disgusting word. I hate collard greens. Well, now, girl, the hate that you have for collard greens is now going to manifest into somebody coming up to you, spit in your face, say, bitch, I can't stand you because you got moles on your damn face. It's the exact same motherfucking thing. And you may say, well, girl, it's really not. Okay, sis. Okay. Well, maybe that's why you got problems going into a white establishment and still being served as a black person. Or better yet, maybe that's why you have an issue going into any type of establishment, whether it is a white owned or black owned, because a lot of people get hate from also black people. A lot of people have get spat on by their own folks. A lot of women have been drugged down by black men. A lot of black men have been drugged out by a black woman, taking y'all to court for child support and shit. So like I said, hate spews over into other things, and that will manifest in whichever way it needs to for you to learn your lessons. Everything in life is about a lesson. And the more you learn to let it flow and let it go, the better off your mind will be. And you will also be reminded, and that's why I'm into affirmations. All things that I'm experiencing is for my greater good. If you put that in your everyday affirmations, honey, nothing will bother you. Stupidity will not shake you, will not move you. Oh, girl, you have a problem with me being trans? That means you don't like your damn self. Because if you love yourself like I love myself, I can sit down with anybody. I'm not a fan of people who abuse drugs, but I can sit down with a drug addict. I sure can, because bitch, I love myself enough to be with myself. So why can't I sit down with someone who's also in themselves, regardless of what they got going on? That has nothing to do with me, boo-boo. You putting that shit up to your mouth. That's not going in my mouth. Hello? I could sit down with a KKK member, bitch. I wouldn't have no problem doing that. Because bitch, in the day, bitch, I love who I am. And nothing you can say, you can look at me with disgust. Girl, bye. Thank you. Thank you, honey. You spit on me, show me that you love me, honey. Yeah, because back there, girl, they used to piss and shit on you and spit on you to keep you locked down. Who you doing? So you spitting just mean that you want it. Who you doing? And I would tell people that anyway. A lot of people want it. I'm convinced that a lot of racist white folks want black poom poom and black lingam and black booty hole. I'm convinced of that. And the same thing with a lot of these people that don't like gay people. I think a lot of women who hate, I think a lot of men who hate these lesbians, I think he wants the lesbian woman and he's upset because he ain't never gonna get her. And I think the same thing with these women who hate on these gay men, and maybe with some of these transgenders. Maybe they're upset because they want to be like that person they will never be, or maybe they want that dick and they never gonna get it, and they say, "Damn, that's a waste of dick." It is what it is. So, like I said, bitch, it is what it is, honey. If you cop on your stuff, you secure your sexuality, you're not worried about if a man's taking anything up his hoo-hoo, or you're not worried about if a woman like to put on a strap on and give somebody something in their hoo-hoo. That's none of your damn business, bitch. Mind your business. Worry about your credit score. Worry about your household. Worry about who your mom, who your woman screwing with, and there you go. Focus on that. But it's a girl, bye. I'm telling you right now, bitch. I'm telling you right now. I can't. I can't. Humans make me sick. I'm just disgusted by humans. I'm disgusted by humans. I can't. I can't, girl. I can't. Girl, they'll be worried about the next issue. Worried about the stuff. Girl, somebody was on this group that's in my city called like What the Fuck Moments, right? And the girl was like, girl, look at this. And she posted a picture of this prostitute on the corner, like changing her boot and shit. Girl, somebody exposed her in another group. Talk about this is what her house looked like. Y'all, this woman had 3 kids. She had dried up food on her stove. This bitch had refrigerator door wouldn't shut all the way. She had a pile of trash all in her kitchen. I'm just like, see that shit right there? It's always the ones that worry about the next bitch that got their own shit to worry about. So instead of them focusing, I can't focus on my own shit, let me worry about the next bitch. I'm telling you right now, that's why your shit ain't working out. They shit is. Right there. Ooh, baby, you heavy. Ooh, you heavy, honey. I should have came and sit down here. Now you want to be all up on me. Come on. I know that's like, come on, Rico. Sambu call. I'm telling you, you need to get up on it. Heal and know thyself. I know that's right. Yes. The law of karma goes beyond this dimension. It sure does. It sure the hell does. Right now, let's talk about it. Can we talk about it for a minute right now, TC? So, your ancestors. Oh, shit. Now we're getting deep right now. Because, see, there's dimensions within dimensions that flow within themselves. So, this is why things that exist now has always existed. And our mind cannot understand that unless, of course, you understand how quantum physics work. So, your ancestors were alive 200 years ago. You were not alive in this dimension 200 years ago. You weren't even thought of in this dimension 200 years ago. But guess what? You were there. So the actions that your ancestors did, okay, and this is what I want you to understand, because a lot of people don't understand this. And I keep talking about this over and 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 over again. Okay, when you have a lot of these crimes stuff that take place in America between police officers, judges, and people. We're going to keep it at that because it's all powers and authorities. These are all spirits. They're spirits over judges. They're spirits over police. They're spirits over law enforcement in any way, shape, or form. We have people that go at war with these entities or these spirits, and they lose every time. Collectively, they want everybody who may look like the person that was attacked. Oh, you got to be upset with everybody that looked like that because they took out your brother and your sister. But if you look deeper than that, you understood maybe that person's ancestor did something to your ancestor 200 years ago. Maybe they were all in the farmer's house doing some crazy ass shit. Maybe they were sleeping with the master's daughter. Okay, and maybe that person's ancestor ratted out your ancestor and said, "Oh, he did it." Everybody teamed up against him, and guess what, girl? Your ancestor got fucking lynched. He got hung up there for the whole fucking world to see. Well, guess what? Fast forwarding 200 fucking years, the descendant of that person that ratted out your ancestor now got lynched in a whole nother way in front of the world to see. See how karma works? That's how karma works. Not saying that that's 100% karmatic, but I can assure you, okay, I can bet my top dollar on it, that karma plays a role in those situations that we see on the news like that. I can bet it. So, like I said, karma, you will always pay for the karmatic debt that your ancestors have done. That's why I tell people, and even going until currently, they tell you if you're bad as hell, your kids are going to be 10 times worse than you. How you treated your parents, your child is going to treat you that way. Yeah, of course, because the children is a part of you. You were a fucked up, corrupted seed, and now your kids are going to be a fucked up, corrupted seed. So karma's playing in both aspects of that. You were shady and greedy to your parents. Now you got to get a taste of your own medicine. You got your mini me coming through and giving you the exact same energy you gave your parents. And that's what people don't want to admit to. That's oh, wow, oh. So that's what I say before. Be very mindful of how you treat people. Be very mindful of everything that you do. Be very conscious and cautious of everything you do because your actions will come back. Okay? The good deeds you do will come back in a whole nother way. And the bad deeds you do, whether that's cutting off people when it wasn't your turn to go, whether you flipped a bitch off because you're in a bad mood, whether you stepped on someone's toes, maybe you stole something, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When you stole from that store, you said, well, they didn't need it. They got millions, they got thousands of dollars. Okay, but you took something out of somebody's mouth because nothing's for free. You took something out of somebody's mouth. So now something has to be taken out of your mouth. And if not be taken out of your mouth, now your descendants have to pay for that. So like I said before, you always pay for the seeds that you sow. And going into karma, TC, it definitely surpasses dimension because your ancestors who were here 200 years ago are currently not even here, but you are. And everything that happens to you, or we'll say the majority of things that happen to you, have come from things that your ancestors did. Now, a small percentage of the things that happen to you in this life does have to do with you because you did things in your past life. When you came into this life, you promised the Most High that you would get it right. You said, please give me another chance to make it right. And the Most High said, okay, we're going to give you one more life. But instead, in this life, I'll make you a miserable black woman because in your past life, you were a white man who went around sleep with all these black women, impregnate them and shit, then want to act like you wasn't a daddy. See how that works? Well, let people tell you that this life and this world is the only thing that's important, and it's not. That's what I say, baby. It's the ego that have you thinking that pity me, I'm trans right now. Pity me, I'm a black woman. Pity me, I'm a black man. Pity me, I'm short. Pity me, I'm tall. We all have contributed to the decisions that have affected us in this life, that have brought us into this life. And whatever experience we have has been caused by our actions in other dimensions, in other realities that have manifested into this life and this reality. Come on in here. Okay? Yes, come on in here. Mystic went to a temple and worked on activating and aligning my chakras. Those singing bowls are powerful. I used to laugh at that concept. I came out of my anger. I know that's right, TC. You got to come up out of it. Come up among them. All things I experience is for my greater good. That's right. That is your affirmation, TC. All things I am experiencing is for my greater good. All things I am experiencing is for my greater good. I'm telling you right now, it's all a part of you meeting your higher self or you becoming who you're meant to be, your higher self. Come on in here. Golden showers. I know that's right, golden showers. Let the golden showers begin. Ow! You never gonna get it. Hey, principalities and authorities. I know that's right, TC. And now here I am. I feel that very example you just used. Miss, you got me shook, sis. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I used to spend a lot of time with myself, TC. Like as a teenager, as a kid, I used to sit up and I used to think about a lot of stuff. And I told you guys, going into the plane of the void, right? The great void. Okay. I used to sit there without even thinking about it and say, whoa, we got to die. And what is that like dying? And I was zoned out. I kid you not. I was zoned out and I would be instantly, while I'm awake still, in a space where I'm in the middle of just this. Imagine being in space, just pure darkness. And I'm just seeing nothing, but I'm feeling everything. And then I just start thinking of eons and forever, endless. And I would just be there, y'all. And then when I come up out of it, I'd be like, ooh, I'm drained. Oh my God, let me go to sleep. And then, of course, when I got into the concept of astrally projecting, because I have a great auntie and I have a great auntie, and I had a great great uncle who did it. It's all been documented. They used to actually project and they would go into different worlds and different dimensions and stuff. So I was like, I want to get into, I want to learn how that works. And then, of course, I said one of the main things that how you know you are a traveler is out of body experiences. And I had a lot of out of body experiences before I even knew what the hell astral projection was. So going into that, like I said, when I learned about that and the different planes, and I'm like, whoa, like, wait a minute, I was there? Like, how would I know that? And then, of course, my teacher said straight up, you don't become a witch. You've always been a spiritualist. You've always been a witch. You don't study to become a witch. You study to awaken the power that's already within you, and you strengthen it. But nobody could learn how to be clairvoyant. Nobody could learn how to be a witch. Nobody could learn how to do all that. It's naturally in you. Just like talking. Oh, they have to learn how to talk. How? It's already in you. Even going into languages and stuff, it's already in you. The Bible talks about it. The world had one language before they built the Babel Tower, and something happened to where it was split up, and now that one language multiplied into multiple languages. So that means that, bitch, you learning Spanish, you learning Cantonese, Mandarin, Vietnamese, Italian, all that shit is already within you. It's already within you. It's already there. You just have to learn how to unlock it. And that's why they say you could pick up any language you want by learning the 1,500 basic words. And that's how you learn a new language. Every language consists of 1,500 words. Now, there's other words outside of that. Some languages have 3,000 words. Some languages have 30,000 words. Some languages have, 2,300 words. But 1,500 words are the most commonly used in all languages spoken as of now. So, like I said, bitch, it's in you. Okay. You just have to learn how to unlock it. Same thing being a spiritualist. You take classes, you take courses on real shit, and things started happening. That's how you know you are. Some people are like, what? I'm lost. What? That don't make sense to me. How can you do that? What? You say over there, you said that Lakshmi only deal with people that have a clean house. What about people over there in third world countries? And I'm just like, what? Like, how dumb can you really be? In third world countries, they still keep their house clean. But have you ever thought about your house being your physical body? Lakshmi is not going to work with a hole that let anybody come inside of them. No tea, no shade. Lakshmi is not going to work with somebody who's out here putting swine in a body and doing all this other shit. There's rituals that pertain to Lakshmi. There's rituals that pertain to Oshun. There's rituals that pertain to Yewa. Okay, there's rituals that pertain to these spirits that has to be performed. So going into that, girl, bye. They can have a dirty physical house all day long. Lakshmi understand they don't have no damn carpet and they got dirt as the damn floor. But I bet you this bitch shit is still organized. And like I said, once again, I bet you they're not eating pork. They're not sucking on pig balls and pig's feet and pig ears and shit. I bet you that. They're not sucking down chitterlings. I bet you that, sis. They're not drinking on mucus infested cattle milk. Girl. But you don't know nothing about that, though, honey. Australia, earthquakes, Puerto Rico, USA war. So is the Earth Rebellion. Of course. And of course, Rico, there's a shift that is taking place and people are awakening collectively. So now you have these energies that are awakening that should not be awakening. Well, they should be awakening, but they should have already awakened. And now it's all coming to a head. And the question I asked one of my people over there, because I have relatives that are being affected by the earthquakes and stuff. I have relatives that are being deployed over there to Iran right now due to the war that's going on or that's going to take place. Either way, as I asked one of my people, this is where we're faced with everything. We're faced with everything. This is where we're faced with racism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia. We're faced with our viewpoints on religion. We're faced with all that bullshit. Now that it is coming up to the head, are we going to stand there and take accountability and responsibility for us feeding the stupidity that is playing out right now? And the earth moaning and mourning for us to wake up, or are we gonna let it pass us by as we've done for thousands of years and wait for the possible next opportunity? Because I say possible next opportunity to stand up and say, okay, I'm ready to be in my truth. People said Donald Trump started this situation. No, bitch. The ignorance that you've been spewing for these past 25,000 years have fed into what's taken place. Yes, it has. Yes, it has, honey. Because nothing is new under the sun. Racism is nothing new. Sexism is nothing new. Homophobia, transphobia, that is nothing new with that. It's just all coming to a head now because we're tired. Collectively, we're tired of the bullshit. We're tired of the bullshit. We're tired of the hypocrisy. We're tired of the fucking lies. We're tired of people talking about somehow they don't want to support racism, but they support homophobia and transphobia. That doesn't make sense. I don't want to support racism, but I'm going to support sexism. It does not work that way, sis. Ignorance and ism is all the same fucking thing. Stupidity is stupidity. You can put lipstick on it. You could dress it up with a wig. You could dress it up with a yoni. You could dress it up with a lingam. You could put a hijab on it. It doesn't matter. It's all the same motherfucking shit. And the minute that spiritual people who claim to be spiritual, all these conscious people, all these people, how to get and keep a man, how to do this, how to do that. The minute they realize and start living in their own truth, bitch, the better off the world will be. But like I said, bitch, Mother Earth is tired. The spirits are tired. They're tired of waiting. They're tired of waiting. People out here playing on YouTube about YouTube shit. That shit ain't important, sis. Somebody calling you the N-word, that shit ain't important. Somebody calling you the F-word, that shit ain't important. Whether somebody expose your criminal record on YouTube, that shit don't fucking matter, girl. When you die, that ain't gonna matter. Who you were ain't gonna fucking matter, girl. They're gonna think about you for the next 100 years, if that. And it's a wrap, girl. It's done. It's over. And to even put in a real perspective, thousands of years ago, you had great civilization. Can we all name all the people in those civilizations who were great doctors, great judicial people? No, the hell you can't. History have chosen a few people to talk about. They don't talk about all of them. So what makes you think that your candy popping, yoni having ass, because you are, I'm not. What makes you think that you're going to be of importance and they're going to speak of your motherfucking ass 1,000 years from now? Because that's where the truth come in at. So instead of you sitting here trying to make it about me, it's about me. It's about me and people that look like me. Girl, make it about everybody. Because we all have the opportunity to come into this life and to experience. We all have the privilege. See, because people talk about, well, there's white privilege. Talk to God about it. How about that? Talk to your fucking ancestors about that fucking privilege. How about that? Because those things were set in stone. And you won't understand that because you're looking at it from a physical perspective. You don't want to understand that because you're seeing it from your physical eye, not your spiritual eye. And that's the mistake you made now. That's why you fell from grace. That's why you fell short. That's why that empire fell down and your ass is where you're at now. And you're not going to get back up there by saying, well, let's all team together. What, you're going to have a clan full of idiots? You're going to have a clan full of self-hating ass motherfucking idiots. Talk about black power, but you hate black gay people. Talk about black power, but hate black trans people. How the fuck does that sound? Why they sitting back looking at, oh, well, they want us to love all black folks, but they don't even like they gay folks. What? And if people want to talk about, well, white gay people have a privilege. I mean, no tea, no shame. That's why white people have a better life because maybe they can stick together with their own kind. Maybe the heterosexual white man could accept the homosexual gay man and a transgender white woman. How about that? How about that? You ever thought about that? Oh, but you don't give a fuck now. You don't give a fuck now because it's never been about that. It's been about your ego. That's what it's been about. It's always been about your ego. And that's why your ass is still where you're at now. And you're always going to be there. And the Most High is going to keep you there. So, bitch, y'all go ahead and keep, feeding these messiahs as if they're going to lead y'all asses some motherfucking where, and you're ignoring your ancestors. Oh, well, I'm going to pray to the ancestors, but I'm going to get on YouTube and go to this leader for information. That's not how that works, sis. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. And that's why they've made a foolery of you. They made a fool of you. They've treated you like the ignorant ass person that they know that you are. And there's no tea, no shade with that. Okay? That's how they see you, as an ignorant ass mofo. And they said, well, we're gonna keep promising them new schools, we're gonna keep promising them a new system, but yet I can't get myself there. But I'm gonna keep promising them that because they're gonna keep paying me to keep reminding them how stupid they are. That's how you know who's really working with their ancestors and who's really not. Because if you're working with your ancestors, you would have woken up about that game a long time ago. You got people who are talking about United States of America, United Snakes of America, and they're playing by the book of code. And that's where we're going to keep it at. So, like I said, everybody's the cause of what's going to take place. Everybody's the cause of what's taking place on a physical, spiritual, and mental level. And you got nobody to blame but your motherfucking selves. And of course, love will always win. Knowledge will always win. Light will always win. But too many people are disconnected. Too many people are not in the known. Too many people are afraid of the unknown. Okay, but they're there. See how confusing how that is? They're there, but they're afraid of it. But they're gonna sit here and be like, "Well, I'm different." Don't go to these weak DNA individuals. Come to me, even though I'm weak DNA as well, because I couldn't get one of my baby's fathers to marry me. No tea, no shade. You thought, once on you, shame on you. Twice, shame on you, maybe. Now the third time, bitch, who to blame? The fourth time, who to blame? The fifth time, who to blame? Sixth time, who to blame? Seventh time, who to blame? Like, no tea, no shade. Somebody has to take accountability responsibility for it. And that's what it comes down to. Who gonna do it? It is what it is. So when I'm getting my mani petty, I feel like I can understand what the workers are saying. I laugh with them and they look at me like, how does she know what we're laughing at? I know that's right. I know that's right, honey. Mr. Cookers, how do I reason with Christians who don't believe in karma because they believe that Jesus died for their sins? Okay, so of course, I don't think you can reason with them, TC, because the Bible is dealing with the metaphysical, the parable, metaphorical side of things. People are taking the Bible literal as we talk about replacing the sun, S-O-N, with the sun, S-U-N. And as we talk about God and the gods as saying that there's certain gods that rule certain dimensions and certain realities, which is true. Not all gods rule the same constellation system. Not all gods rule the same planetary system. A lot of people love think that. That's why there's thousands upon thousands of gods. And there's gods out there, spirits out there that we call they're dead because no one is aware of them, but they're connected to different constellations. They're connected to different dimensions. They're connected to different realities that have yet been touched by man. So, like I said, with Christianity, that's kind of a lost cause, because some people are reading the Bible from a physical perspective. And another thing too, that's how I would say with these spiritual people, I'd be like, I don't read the Bible. I'll read the boo boo. Anybody who read the Bible are not really riches. Like, if you are somebody that is spiritually awakened, you will understand the Bible for what it is. But by you saying you don't read it, you don't care to read it, show me that you're of the world, that you're as basic as the people that come to you for services. Because at the end of the day, you will understand that a lot of the scriptures in the Bible repeats itself. Okay, come on, that's first thing first. A lot of scripture in the Bible repeats itself. And if it's not directly repetition, it's reworded. Second of all, stories in those Bibles represent civilizations and states of minds or consciousness. So once again, if you can read that whole Bible and say, well, I can't resonate with none of that. I'm not a fan of that. I'm just stuck on the fact that Jesus didn't like witchcraft and all that. Well, like I said before, the real word for witchcraft is pharmacy. A lot of y'all out here taking psych meds, depression meds. That's witchcraft. That's what scripture's talking about. Pharmacia, honey. Not no damn taking herbs. Bitch, that's what the people that wanted to keep your ass dumbed down had you thinking. Herbs is against God. Going out there to get you some daffodils to put yourself in a positive state of mind is against God. They got you thinking that when reality, we all know that this other synthetic shit, Lexapro, Seroquel and shit, we know that shit is of the devil. And that's what it really talks about. But nobody want to talk about that though. But they talk about witchcraft in there, and I can't. And they brought up the Salem witch trials and shit too. Like, once again, you wasn't present there, for one. For two, once again, the information you got about the Salem witch trial, I'm sure you got from public information, nothing private. Because see, as we said before, you have the dark web, okay? And you have the web that everybody has access to. You can go to Google and type in a lot of shit. You think because there's a million and millions upon millions of shit on the internet that you've accessed the whole part of the realm. But in fact, the regular internet is only like 2% of what is actually out there. Like, that's the crazy shit about it. So the shit that you've had access to on Google.com is nothing compared to what's really out there. And that's where we're going to leave it at. And I said before, you want to know some more shit? Go to your library. Because people got books out there. There's groups out there dedicated to researching and connecting what really went down. Salem witch trial dealt with racism, sexism, and homophobia as what we're dealing with now. That's why every time they talk about tracking down somebody, they use the word witch hunt. Oh, they're gonna witch hunt. It's a witch hunt. It's a witch. They use that right in front of your ass because that's what they're talking about. They know exactly what it was during the Salem witch trial. It wasn't the witches were linked. They were hung. Girl, bye. Any witch that was stupid enough to get hung and get lynched, bitch, it was stupid enough to get hung and lynched, bitch, and they deserve to be hung and lynched. How about that? They deserve to be pushed off the ledge and whatever else happened to their ass, bitch, because they're stupid as fuck. Okay, we all know the smart motherfuckers got up and left. How? Come on in here. We know the smart motherfuckers put some mind altering shit. See, that's the thing too. These bitches out here that believe in the Salem witch trial, but yet they're out here doing head work and shit. How do you believe in a Salem witch trial that these witches really got hung and shit, not knowing that maybe the real witches, were putting hallucinating shit, wheats and shit inside people's waters and shit to give them some type of psychosis to where they were getting rid of the motherfuckers who were going to rat motherfuckers out. I mean, really, think about it for a minute. How you know that? But yet, you ought to talk about, I believe in Salem witch trial. I believe they hung everybody who was real witches. And that's just so sad. A lot of witches were killed in that day for us to be here freely and talk about what we're talking about. Okay, girl. Okay, sis. Okay. A lot of witches, bitch, you will never see in public. And they'll never talk about it. Like I said, the ones who claim, I want to make 20 YouTube channels, but I'm a witch. I want to get clout by any means necessary, but I'm a real witch. Those are the ones you got to watch out for. Those are the ones that are after something more than spirituality. They're similar to the ones that said, I want your money, but I'm not a fan of anything that you're dealing with spiritually. They in it for something else, honey. Stupid is a stupid does. Come on in here, Rico. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, it's a damn duck. I know that's right. Come on in here, Rico. It's a damn, like, do you not know of any which historical events besides Salem witch trial? That too, Queen of Plants. And see, I think about that too. They act like that was the only thing that happened and the only major thing that happened. Like, a lot of shit happened. There's a reason why they keep telling you that story. Very similar to why they keep telling you the story that all slave owners were white. You got black folks out here, and I want y'all to really, really listen to this. You got black folks out here that hate white folks only because of what these white folks so-called did to their ancestors, not knowing that not all slave owners were white, and not every white person owned a damn slave. For one, first things first, not all white people owned slaves back then, and not all slave owners were white. You had black slave owners too. And we're going to keep saying it over and over. You have black slave owners too. So that's why they say, well, black on black crime. It always existed, brother, sister. A lot of these motherfuckers in offices now were the motherfuckers that had your ancestors locked down and kept down. They're over here playing like together, sister and brother, Al Sharpton out and shit. Together, brothers and sisters, we're gonna make a change to the world. But yeah, that motherfucker was the informant years ago, ratting people out. Ooh, they over there, honey. Oh, they right there, they're spending more. Girl, bye. Anybody fall for that bullshit? I'm telling you, it'd be the first ones that look like you to get your ass right together, bitch. I like I said, I never had a problem with anybody who looked different from me. How you doing? Okay. All my Asian life has always been brought on by somebody who may have the same complexion as me. Get into it, and I ain't apologizing. Bitch, how about that? I ain't apologizing. Okay, how about that? But anyway, you guys, I okay, I need to go. I'm so glad that I came by here today and just kind of give you guys a little bit of, y'all can see my little tea right here, huh? Yeah. I'm telling y'all, next week we'll have everything ready. It's crazy now. There's shit covered. And I just want to make sure everything is nice and clear before we turn on the camera, honey. We want to give y'all a nice little TT wee wee lily. Please do. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff going in here. And I'm excited about it. And also, like I said, I had a great time. And those of you who signed up, we wrapped up two great important things. Yay! Two important things. Yes, we did. And I'm waiting on one person to reply back for something. And then we're jumping into the summons of Conjure. That's going to be the first class we're going to share. So those of you who signed up for that thing that we're offering a couple of weeks ago, the 5-class deal, we're going to start out with the 5 Summers of Conjure. I may be sending you guys the introduction later today or tomorrow. For sure, you will get something on it before Monday, but we can jump straight into it. And of course, there's a lot of stuff that we're doing. We're doing some stuff that pertains to spirit, conservative spirit, and we're dealing with something that deals with the sexual spirit, because that's the spirit I deal with, honey. Okay, come on in here. I'm a sex demon in the flesh, honey, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, hello? Ain't nothing wrong with that, bitch. Okay, hello? Ain't nothing wrong with that, bitch. So you gotta be classy with it. See, so you're not ready for that. You're not ready for that, honey. So like I said, we got some tea that we're gonna be talking about and dropping on here very, very soon. I'm excited. And yeah, y'all. Like I said, I thank you guys for stopping by here. And I gotta get my water, honey. But I thank you guys for stopping by here. And Anita's is in bed, honey. Is this my water bottle? Anyway, I gotta go get me some water, honey. Thank you all for stopping by here. And like I said, we're gonna be doing some tea. And yes, we're gonna be coming live for sure next week, honey. I hate doing the mic thing without no lights on, honey. I want to get on camera, show I got some tea. But what we got going on is not finished. And you're gonna see it. Oh my God, you're going to see it, honey. And yeah, so that's it. I'm stopping by, give a little update on some tea and to start on some tea. And yes, honey. Well, you know better, you do better. And there was something else I wanted to say too, but at this point, like I said, I'm about to just take my lashes off, take my wig off, wash my face, do a little TTDDD, and then take my ass to bed. I gotta wake up. My brother, he has the interview tomorrow, and he's like, "Can you take me?" And I'm just like, "Girl, here we go." Of course, I didn't call him girl. When I say girl, I'm talking to myself like, "Girl, here we go." Oh my God! So y'all, woo. Mm-mm. I'm like, y'all, you girl, I'm telling y'all, you see, you can't plan shit. I don't plan shit, y'all. I let things naturally happen. When you plan shit, girl, never goes according to plan. So, bitch, I said, okay, honey, okay, you gonna have to do one or the other. But yeah, anyway. So anyway, you all, let me go, honey. I gotta go to spiritmystic@gmail.com, to spiritmystic.blogspot.com. And like I said, we got some tea for you all. Also, I keep forgetting this. For those of you who joined the Samhain event, I have a couple more things I need to send to you. Oh my God, I just forgot about it. And also, too, there's 2 of you who emailed me. Now, I was like, Melly, did you get my email? Melly was like, no, I didn't get your email. I said, are you sure? I said, somebody's lying to me. Not calling you a liar, Melly. I said, somebody lying to me. Why did I check my draft box? Why is that email in that draft box? So I must have caught myself sending that email because usually I'm checking my email while I'm driving or out and about and stuff. And I guess I thought I sent it, but something must have got, maybe someone called me, maybe I got interrupted. So now I have to go back and read the initial email so I can get to what I'm saying, and then I'm gonna send it off. So sorry about that, Melly. And the other person too. Same thing about I found it at draft two, honey. What was it, about 2 months ago? They sent an email. I responded back and I'm like, you didn't get that email? Girl, bye. It's in the damn draft. And I'm also gonna send you a screenshot of it in the draft too. So bitch, I'm not just saying it said. I gagged. I said, damn, no wonder why. And I don't know why Gmail do that any motherfucking way, bitch. I don't need shit in the draft. Let me finish it. If I didn't finish it, don't save a damn thing. Okay, let me refigure it out. Okay. Good night, Rico. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. You like to it's mysterious. Listen. Oh, that leads us right into what we got going on too. We got some exciting tea coming up. Ooh, it's so weird. Well, it's not so weird. Speaking of the law of synchronicity, some ideas were brought to me, right? Let's talk about this. Okay, let's talk about this for a minute. Okay, let's talk about this for a minute, y'all. We gonna share some tea right now. Okay, we're gonna share some tea right now, all the way live. Okay, you heard it here first, right here, right now. Okay, I'm not saying, but I am gonna say. Okay, so I know people all around the world, all over through my adult stuff, most importantly, but also through like other platforms, because like Stickam and Urban Chat and BGC Live and stuff, I was very popular on these sites. Don't ask me how, it just happened. People were always trying to read me down and shit for my synthetic lace tracks and shit, girl. Ow. Anyway, they were coming from my bone structure. Talk about I had a masculine face. I need to break my face in. And these people looked like Buffalo Bill and Dragon shit. No tea, no shade. So I became very popular on these forums and media outlets shit, y'all. And anyway, so I met people all across the world and shit. And then like on the platforms I just said right now, people can get on from like Italy and Germany and Barbados and Grenada and Antigua and St. Croix and all that, St. Croix. But anyway, going into this, someone hit me up, y'all. When I first started my other YouTube channel, some people hit me up. I had like product sponsors hit me up, and I keep telling this, YouTube is about product sponsors. It's not just about views on YouTube. Like how a lot of these people are making money, they're making money through sponsorship, like getting like sponsoring companies. Hey, check out this website, blah, blah, blah. Use my code, blah, blah. That's how you make money on YouTube. That's the real way how you make money. So my other channel, I was getting that. Like people are coming to me with products and stuff and like watches and they had this really nice watch. And the guy was like, for every 5 watches you sell, we'll give you a free watch. And I was going to be like, okay, that's cool. Like in my mind, I'm like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'll just donate the watches. So I don't care about watches. Girl, I got 3 phones. I don't care about no damn watch. I'm always on the computer. So there's a clock there. I don't need a damn watch. But I just think I'm not doing it because I'm like, I don't want people to think that I'm here for spiritual stuff. I don't want to be here promoting watches. And then some people hit me up for like photo albums and just all this stuff. People hit me up with ideas and they had parlors and stuff and boutiques and stuff and you should come out, you should help me, we should do this, and we should team up, and you should do this, and you should promote my hairline, you should this. And I'm just like, damn, like I want to do a spiritual channel and I want to talk about spirituality, and that's it. I don't want to promote other shit that does not deal with spirituality. So just to give y'all an example of what was going on, like 2015 to 2017. So 2017, somebody from the D-Town hit me up. And this person is connected to a lot of social media outlets and stuff. And I never knew this person was watching my YouTube channel. And I always tell y'all this because it's so weird how people watch things and you're just like, that person watches. Anyway, so this person was like, listen, I'm connected to real estate. I'm connected to banks. I'm connected to, I'm connected. Anything you need, let me know. And of course, I'm like, well, there's a catch to everything. So, well, what do you need? Well, let me help you help me, or let me help you help me. It was something like that. Let me help you help me. Let me help you help you. No, it was let me help you help me. That's exactly what it was. And I'm like, well, break it down. Well, we get on the phone, y'all, and this phone call lasted for several hours. And this person was like, well, I'm connected to this, and that. I know this person, blah, 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 blah. I work with this, that person, dancers, actors, model, boo, 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 real estate, this and that. I have this idea. And I'm like, okay, what is this idea? I have this idea to get you one of my houses over here in the D. And of course, I looked up this neighborhood. It was a very nice neighborhood, nice homes and everything, y'all, like a suburbs. We fix up this house to make it into like a studio, and you interview people. You have guests in here, and I'll bring the guests to you. You don't got to do nothing, because I'm like, well, I don't know anybody like that, or anybody that's going to want to come out publicly and do that, especially when it comes to spirituality. They're not going to be like, yeah, I'm down for that. And they're like, well, don't worry, I got people. We'll get all the people. We'll get the cannabis, the dispensary guy. We'll get some dancers, some actors, some models. And this was like long before a lot of shit took place on YouTube. So I'm having these ideas, and my best friend could vouch for this too. If it ever needs to come down to getting some evidence, where's the receipts at? Okay, okay, bitch. We can. My best friend could vouch for this, because I told her that I said, "Girl, I should relocate over there to the Midwest for 6 months, because it can take my platform to the next level." Blah 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 blah. Well, I'm getting everything lined up. Don't worry about it. We're gonna get you outfits. We're gonna get you makeup. We're gonna get you hair. We're gonna get everything done. Nothing's out of pocket. When the money start rolling in, then you'll pay back your investors. Of course, we know how that works. So I'm like, okay, well, I need a bigger plan. So I'm thinking over, and we're getting this little business plan together. And for some reason, I just woke up with a change of heart, like, I don't want to do that. Because once again, that's not real. That's not my real focus. My real focus was not to come on YouTube and to gain a following like that. Because once again, in my dog stuff, on one side, I have 60,000 followers. On my other side, I have almost 1 million followers. I've been nominated for awards, AVNs, UCAM. I got rewards. I got awards, copper, bronze, all the good stuff. So if I wanted clout and stuff like that, I would do that. What I want to do, I want to educate people about spirituality to help get their spiritual health up, so they can do whatever they want to do, help create productive people in this world, because I'm sick of seeing insecure individuals, self-hating individuals, hypocritical individuals, people who have a spiritual sickness, and spreading that illness out to the world through jealousy, through hate on all levels. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of hearing about racism. I'm sick of hearing about sexism. I'm sick of that bullshit. So I want to come out. I want to talk about spirit, because that is more important. And your spirit is not a gender. Your spirit is not a race. Your spirit is not a social status. Your spirit is just that. It comes from greatness, and it's going to return to greatness. And that's what I want to do. So no, I don't want to do it. And then, of course, I had a falling out with this individual, and it was not a public falling out. They started emailing people and telling people shit. That's why when people are hitting me up on my Instagram, and they were hitting me up like reality star shit, like, hey, what's up? I want to get to know you. I just thought it was kind of weird, because I'm just like, this person was basically what they call trying to blackball me, to where, bitch, you're not going to work with nobody going to fuck with you. Well, bitch, little do you know that I'm not trying to get into the fame shit. Little do you know I'm not trying to be a singer. I'm not trying to be a clothing designer. I'm not trying to be a spokesperson. I'm not trying to be a makeup artist. I'm a fucking spiritual person, honey. And if you forgot that memo, oh, but you have personality for TV, that's definitely fine. But my focus is spirituality. And maybe you're not listening, but that's my fucking focus. So I find it weird, y'all. Fast forwarding, and someone else brought this up to my attention, because I don't think about that. That after 2017, that's when a lot of this so-called shows start taking place. And of course, some of the people already had the houses, they had the platform, they had the following, right? And of course, following would always come, so it wasn't even that. But I find it kind of crazy that they all have these like reality shows, like footages of like I'm not even going to throw any names out because, of course, people are going to be like, well, we're going to get, you just don't know. But I just think it's so weird that around that time and after that time, right, people started coming out with, yeah, this was 2017. Yeah, 2017 summer, and it was going into fall. And literally, like I said, it was that type of choice. You could stay in California. I would still have the apartment I had in California. I would still have that. And then I would just go there for 6 months. Everything would be covered and paid for. I wouldn't have to worry about nothing, clothes, shoes, hair, makeup, food, everything would be taken care of. And then the money start rolling in, then I would pay back the investors. And I really do think that the person who came to me with that idea, they shared the idea with other people and other people contacted other people. And that's how y'all had all the shit that's taking place on YouTube now in all areas. Like you got the pop stuff, the reality stuff on YouTube, these web series taking places. And I'm just like, it costs money. And I doubt, because on these YouTube channels, once again, they're not promoting products like that. And if they are, they're promoting like $100 products. To make money off YouTube, bitch, you got to promote companies that are like really, 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 really established. Like the watch company that hit me up to promote them, those watches were literally anywhere from $300 to $1,500 a watch. Like a company like that, if I was to promote that type of company and that percentage stuff, and even though I was to sell one of those watches, I'm sure they wouldn't only give me $300 watches. Like that's where the money is going to come from. Not promoting these little, hair boutique companies, I'll give you $100 to run my ad on your show every time you run it. Girl, no tea, no shade. 4 shows a week, 5 shows a week. They're not paying like that. They're not doing that. Trust when I say they're not doing that. You need some big investors behind you. So, like I said, when these people they're doing that, I'm like, I know exactly how those shows are operating behind the scenes because it kind of looked like the idea that someone brought me. It doesn't all the way because, like I said, I don't look at that. I don't think I started anything first. I don't think I'm missing out against that bitch. It is what it is. But it's the same concept. And then it's like, okay, well, they're not promoting like that. They would promote some things, and they had money and it was established, but somebody or a group of people came in and they invested something. And a lot of these investors want to stay private. They don't want you to come out and say, hey, Bobby, thank you for sending in that $2,000 check. Hey, Bobby, thank you so much for booking my plane ticket, for hooking it up with United Airlines to fly anytime I want to fly. Like, they're not going to say that because Bobby and these other people, they want to stay secret. Because some of these people, especially for a good example, if I was to do that show, it would have been like a witchy show with, average people, and some of them were even like high profile people because some of them we were even messaging back and forth on Messenger and stuff. And one of them I had her number too. That's how I knew the bitch's full name because I didn't know her name until, and I said, let me Google to see this is her real number. And of course I can find them, but then I went on another site called Reverse Lookup and it gave me the whole shebang bang. But anyway, but like I said, going into that, if I would have done that show, like I said, they would have definitely would have been like me being a openly transgendered spiritualist talking about, magic on all levels, the bad stuff, the good stuff, and burning candles on people and putting hex and shit on people. These people would have been like Christian people. They would have been heterosexual people that didn't want to be affiliated. And even going into this too, I won't say the names, but there's a trans woman out there that I know who's a beautiful trans woman. And she had an investor for such a long time because there was rumors going around like she was picked up by a driver and stuff, right? Like, I'm not gossiping. I'm just telling y'all what we know, okay? Because see, the circles are very small. Come on in here. That's what I said before about Mo S. But anyway, so it's been told for a long time that this individual had connections with a certain celebrity. And this person was getting gifts. This person was getting cars picking her up, like Bentleys and shit. People are like, damn, what is she doing? Damn, she's a high-end escort. Well, no, she's not a high-end escort, girl, because now you see her doing other shit, right? Right? From my understanding, she's never done escort. It was other shit. But it got exposed and she openly talked about it. And that person got upset about it. Like the person was like, hey, Now they thinking, now they're gonna assume that there's something sexual going on. There was rumors kind of going around about it too, like, oh, they must be hooking up. Oh, he's into the girls and all that stuff. No, it was not like that. He supported some because he knew there was going to be a turnkey, and that's what happened. As we talked about with Akon and Jeffree Star, people don't know, and they didn't know until the Breakfast Club came out that Akon, the African um, artist, manage Jeffree Star and has been for several years. And oh my God, Jeffree Star's so racist and this and that. Ooh, okay, well, girl, y'all not talking about Akon managing that. Hello, y'all not going in on that. But y'all come for Jeffree Star being racist and shit, honey. He's managed by a black African man. So, like I said, once again, these are heterosexual people that don't give a fuck about your gender and what you got going on and what you choose to do and how you choose to be. All they saying is, listen, I got the money. Let's make it happen. Let's flip this tea back. They don't care about that. So they don't want you talking about some, hey, Bishop, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Tupac, how you doing? Yes, Dad. Because now it's like, okay, well, now people gonna start digging up shit. And they really come now. Once again, you got shit on the internet now. If they want to do some digging, they can find out that bitch, yeah, that motherfucker was doing shit for you, even going into hotels and stuff. Now you can go incognito. Well, some hotels always allowed you to go incognito, some didn't, but people can actually order you hotel rooms and it's under their name, but they would say, I want to be incognito, but people can still release it and say, yeah, in fact, that person did pay for a hotel room. And the guy who showed up was very effeminate. And I said, whoa, like, well, wait a minute, hold up. Um, Rapper Mix-a-Lot like the gay boys. And no, he doesn't, girl. He invested in that feminine gay boy and he wanted that money to come back. And either the gay boy made it come back or the gay boy didn't make it come back. No tea, no shade. That's why we're going into something too. This all leads to something else. That's why I'm going to do something next week. Okay. I'm introducing something to my channel that we're going to go over a situation that happened. It was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I can still talk about it because bitch, you can talk about shit that happened years ago. Okay. I want to touch in on that spiritually and physically because bitch, ow. Like I said, I know. Okay, girl, I'm connected on all levels. How you doing? I'm so connected, girl. They call me the U Connect. You get what I mean? They call me the U Connect, girl, because I'm connected on all ends. The back end, the front end, the side end, and all the way around in. Come on in here. You might want to call me the donut U. No, I'm going to stop. But anyway, so like I said, that's all I want to talk about. Someone brought it up, and I said, bitch, we're talking about it, honey. A lot of these concepts, girl, maybe from one person, and that's why I said I'm waiting for it to be a fake fight. Yeah, I'm waiting for these people to have a fake fight because bitch, we're gonna call it out. How we gonna call it out? Bitch, why y'all playing? Now y'all know that the same motherfuckers hit girl by. I know Blank 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 didn't hit you up because Blank 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 hit me up a while ago and they wanted me to be in a whole nother tea. And now ironically, bitch, you doing the exact same shit, but except for you doing it where you're from. Mm. 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 And I think one of them gave out their secret to one of them said that, oh, none of this come out of my own money. Of course it doesn't. Girl, you're a smart businesswoman, girl. You got an investor, girl. You took that investor money, you made some coin, bitch. You're splitting it. You giving him his tea. The first round, you gave him all his tea back. The second round, bitch, you kept it coming. You start splitting it 3 or 4 ways, bitch. And you start investing. That's what girl. You're a smart businesswoman. It is what it is. A lot of queens are smart. Some of them are not so smart, honey. Some of them have sucked their way through all of California, made $75,000, and got shit to show for it. Got fucked up ass credit, got a beat up ass car, and barely hold on to what they got now. Let me stop. I'm just getting a little messy right now. Let me go, y'all. Hey, Larry. Yes, honey, come on in here. How you doing, Larry? You're about to have 3 days and a wake up until his release from prison. I know that's right. Yes, honey. Thank you so much, Larry. Yes, honey. Come on in here. Yes, honey. Later out together. Yes, honey. Listen, y'all really gotta go. It's about to be 1 o'clock, y'all. I gotta relax. Y'all. This is what I'm gonna relax to y'all right now. Look. This is what I'm relaxing to right now. The ambient of it all. The ambient of it all. Y'all see that right there? The ambient of it all. The ambient of it all. I just want to give a shout out, y'all. Honestly, this right here, see, my people don't care if I shout them out. Some of them do, some of them don't. This computer right here, y'all, I've got because of Rico and Larry. Come on in here. Come on here, Rico, Larry, y'all. This is a nice computer, y'all. Nice computer, y'all. We don't need to drop no price on it, but y'all, this is more than a MacBook. And that's a beautiful computer. I'm so grateful. Every day I get on YouTube, I think about my sponsors and my supporters. Because, bitch, me, myself, and I wouldn't have paid that much money for a motherfucking thing. You hear me, bitch? I'm very cheap. Bitch, you see, I used to rock synthetic wigs and shit, and I still will rock a synthetic wig. I still shop at Walmart, get my clothes and bras and panties and shit. I don't give a fuck about that, bitch. But if it wasn't for them, like I said, I wouldn't have I wouldn't be twirling. I wouldn't be twirling, y'all. I wouldn't be twirling, y'all. I wouldn't be twirling in colors. I'm a rainbow girl. I'm Madame Merkaba, honey. I'm a house of light. Ow, come on in here. Anyway, y'all, let me go. Let me stop. I just want to show that, honey. Ow. Anyway, where's Connect at? Wait a minute. Who's Connect? Where Connect at? Who Connect up in here? Wait a minute. Where Connect at? Thank you, Rico. Thank you, honey. Listen, thank you so much. There's a lot that we got planned for 2020 for all of my people. And we're going to step it up, y'all. We're going to step it up. You hear me? We're going to step it up with classes. We're going to step it up with projects. We're going to step it up with products. We're going to step it up with content. We're going to step it up with everything that we do. 2020 is about empowering. I put something on my Facebook 2015, y'all, which is so crazy. And I put self-empowerment. Self-empowerment is empowering others, right? And I say that because empowerment means, and this is my motto, y'all. This is my motto. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to go. I'm going to go, honey. Okay. Empowerment is a noun, and it says authority or power given to someone to do something. Come on in here. The process of becoming stronger and more confident, especially in controlling one's life and claiming one's right. I guess I'm looking for the let me see. Because the one I had two different definitions. And I said, you can't have one without the other. In order for you to empower someone else, you got to first empower yourself. And in the process of empowering yourself, you're now able to transfer or share that power with someone else. This is why we talk about group settings and group meetings and group interactions, because the person who leads or the person who shows the way, because I hate that word leader and shit. I hate that. I just feel like that's a little too, I'm the best. I'm the baddest. Girl, bye. If you were the best, you were the baddest, bitch, you wouldn't be living. Or excuse me, you wouldn't be dead. Because according to the Bible, bitch, when you're walking, you're amongst the dead. Come on in here. Oh shit, y'all not ready for that. And when you leave the body, you're amongst the living. Oh, bitch, you're not ready for that. So I think that in order for you to lead, in order for you to be someone powerful enough to teach someone else, bitch, you gotta first have it somewhat together. Because bitch, no one has 100% together, but bitch, you've battled and conquered your demons. And that's what I talk about with me, bitch. I've battled and conquered all my demons, all my motherfucking demons, bitch. You hear me? And demons, like I said, are things that are placed, generational curses. Bitch, you come from violent families. How violent do you get on a day-to-day basis? I don't. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Unless you push me there, bitch, then I'll think twice about going upside your damn head. But see, that's why I woo saw it out, and I numb your whore and get care. I get in there. How many, you're faced with alcoholism in your family. How many times how many drinks you have a day? None. How many times have I fought myself to go get a drink? Bitch, have been several. Bitch, sometimes people make you want to take a drink or two, bitch, or go upside their motherfucking head. But no, bitch, numb your whole ring, get care. Bitch, I get rid of it. How many times you want to smoke something? Bitch, listen, I don't know what that's like to smoke anything. Sometimes you see these people with this weed and it's just like, oh, bitch, you so mellow. But sometimes I want to smoke a motherfucking joint because people just get your ass going where you want to just, woo, Jesus. So you say, num yo ho renge cure. See that right there? So it's like, honey, every day it's a struggle. But I can say right now, bitch, that I ain't doing it, and I won't do it. Okay. So like I said, it's about that. That's what self empowerment is. So self empowerment is not only empowering yourself, but also empowering others. Because according to the definition, it says authority or power given to someone to do something. Oh, come on in here. Oh, and the other one said the process of becoming stronger and more confident, especially in controlling one's life and claiming one's right. So once that you conquer your demons, now you've become empowered. So come on in here. Anyway, y'all gotta go. I'm really starting to get tired. Listen, I gotta go, y'all. Love and light. I'm really going right now, y'all. Love and light, honey. Thank you all for my supporters, my viewers, my commentators, those who were up in here late. And know it's late, y'all. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. Thank y'all so much. Honestly, love and light to y'all. I really appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart, honey. I send kisses and hugs to you all. I light some teas for your ancestors, bun trillions upon billions, honey. And I wanna bake a cake. I wanna do a good old, you know what I want to do? I want to do a good old spiritual cooking. I want to get my mama and one of my aunties, honey, because I think you got to have three powerful women involved. And I want us to come together. I want us to cook for the spirits. And I want us to cook for the spirits. And I want us to cook for the spirits of the ancestors. And although maybe your ancestors don't eat what my ancestors eat, but the thought that count. I want to offer some of that to your ancestors. And we're gonna, I don't smoke or drink none of that. But those who do drink and smoke that I know, they can take a shot for the spirits and smoke a blunt for the spirits. Yeah, I'm going. Let me go, y'all. I'm getting goofy, y'all. I'm getting tired. Let me go, y'all. Love and light. Bye, everybody. See y'all in the next video. It will be next week. Maybe this week. Let's see, girl. Let's see how fast we can get it going. Who knows? Maybe I might stay home on Friday and let them come in and do what they gotta do. I don't know. Bitch, like I said, I'm just amazing. I got a lot going on. Look at Nubis, bitch. I got a 7-year-old mini pincher that think he running shit. Look right now, he all up on me and shit. You know what time it is? It's 1 o'clock in the morning, honey. Yeah, you need to go to bed. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, go to bed. Yeah, 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 go to bed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, bye, everybody. A Heineken. Come on in here. Listen, we can get that. Matter of fact, we don't even gotta drink it, Rico. We could just put a Heineken on the ground and put a candle in the bottle. How about that? How about that? Mm-mm-mm. How about that? Anyway, we got a lot planned, honey. I gotta go, everybody. Love and light. Can you say bye to them, y'all? Can you say bye to them, baby? Say bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. I want to have me some butter cake. Bye, y'all. Bye. Anyway, bye, y'all. Good night. Love and light.